Hey everyone, welcome back. I recently released a video on flipping rivens and it got a lot more attention than expected. If you haven't watched that video already, I suggest you go check it out first. I've linked it in the description below. A lot of people reached out with questions, so in this video, I'll be addressing some of the most frequently asked questions and clearing up any confusion. One of the most common questions I received was about determining if a riven is worth buying. In my previous video, I slightly went over this, however I didn't go into detail. There are two main things to check if you want to know if a riven is worth buying: the price distribution and finding a good price to buy it at. First up, the distribution. When you search a riven on warframe.market, look at the prices of the first few listings. Take a look at the first 5 listings or so and see if they're close together in price. Let's say for example, the prices are 50, 55, 60, 70, and 75. That probably means it's a riven that goes for around that price and it's a good buy. However, if the prices are all over the place, say like 50, 110, 150, 200, and then 300 plat, then it probably means it doesn't sell well, so it's not worth your time. If the riven is worth anywhere from 30 to 50 plat, try to grab it at a trash price and keep your costs low. Don't pay more than 5 to 10 plat. For rivens that are worth a bit more, like over 50 plat, you can offer 10 to 20 and still expect to flip it for a solid profit. Ideally, the way you should be thinking is that each flip should bring in at least 30 to 40 plat to make it worth your time. So moving on, a lot of people were also asking me if they should roll specific rivens. Here's my take. If it's not a meta riven that's expensive and popular, it's not worth rolling. Simply sell it as it is. If you have extra kuva and a meta riven, you can try rolling it for better stats and potentially increase its value. However, never buy a riven at its full price with the intention of rolling for profit. This rarely works out and can end up being a big loss. There were a lot of people also telling me they were having trouble buying rivens. Although I went over what to message in trade chat in my previous video, let me go over it again. As you can see on screen, you'll say something like this for when you don't have as much plat to begin with. By using this message, you can buy semi-meta rivens and flip them for medium profits until you reach around 300 to 600 plat. By doing this, you'll be forced to search weapons and get an understanding about what is trash and what is not. At some point, you'll be able to simply just know what's trash and flippable. Once you reach around 300 to 600 plat, what you can start doing is using a message like this. Try not to put words like trash or prime because people tend to filter it out. Try to have your prices be somewhat reasonable. In my personal opinion, reasonable is anywhere from 80 to 150 plat under market price. This depends on how popular the riven is and also how quickly it sells. This is something you'll have to experiment with yourself as the market is always changing. Please keep in mind that any update can change the balance and what the meta rivens are. Do your own due diligence. Search up the most expensive rivens and price accordingly. With these bigger rivens, I'm looking for at least 80 to 100 plat of profit per flip. I've also had a lot of people ask me if they should pay slightly above the seller's asking price if the riven has good stats. If the riven has all good stats with no harmful negatives, you might stay close to your price but consider paying up to 30 to 40 plat more. These more desirable rivens can often sell for significantly more than the base price, so the extra plat can be worth it. However, if you are new to flipping, it's best to hold off on these types of deals until you can gain some more experience with pricing and evaluating rivens. That is all I have for you guys today. I noticed only a very small percentage of you were subscribed. We're currently on our way to 500 subs and I appreciate all the support so far. I love making content for y'all, and if you'd leave a like and subscribe, it would help me out so much. If there's something you were wanting to see or had questions, feel free to leave a comment down below. Thanks for watching everyone. Be sure to catch me on stream and I'll see you on the next one.